Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. And this has only happened one other time. Only one other band has done a reaction to my reaction of their video. So, and that was Frozen Crown from Italy. And so Halocene has said, well, we hold our beer. And so Addie's like, okay, I'll do it. And she did a reaction to my reaction, which now obviously means that I have to do a reaction to the reaction to the reaction. This is going to get a little weird. All right, so here's the situation. Couple of announcements. They announced Monday with heavy hearts and lots of contemplation and time that the drummer, Joe, our buddy Joe, is no longer going to be a part of Halocene moving forward. Now, I happen to know it has nothing to do with animosity or any hurt feelings. They're all still family every single day. The thing is that what people don't realize is that if you're a Halocene fan, you knew this. If you just like their music and videos, but you're not in their community, which by the way you have no excuse, then you don't know that Addie and Brad have moved their family from Phoenix, Arizona to Nashville, Tennessee. That's across the country. It's halfway across the country. So Joe has his family, his two kids, his wife, his family in Arizona. So the move was done months ago, and we saw that there was some differences in the Twitch streams. It's possible to do streams in other rooms, possibly, in various locations. It's not easy. And it's even more difficult if you're talking about different time zone. The synergy's not there. It's harder to do. Then we started seeing without him in the streams, it started to get a little weird and stuff. And we saw that Addie and Brad were doing live performances as Halocene in Nashville. And we know that Joe had started his own Twitch channel, at the beginning of the year, and we were all over it like, wow, that's awesome. He's doing a drumming channel. This is all part of how do you move forward to the next chapter of your life while still uplifting each other as friends and technically family. They've been together for over a decade. It's a long time, well over a decade. And for Addie and Brad to say, we need to move forward this direction, we're moving to Nashville, this music scene, all this stuff, and still wanting to give Joe the ability to provide for his family and remember that he's still part of all the music they've made. So this was pretty much a long time coming. It wasn't a surprise. It wasn't something they just decided on a Sunday. It's a heavy felt announcement they have to make, especially they're about to go on the live tour, and it will be without Joe. Now, this is what I'm going to tell everybody. And the only reason why I'm making this announcement is because this funny reaction I'm about to do is coming the day after some sad news for Halocene community members. I don't see it as something we need to dwell on as being sad, as long as we remember to support both channels, okay? If you're already a member of Halocene's community and you're part of their channels and followers, there's no excuse to not be following Joe's stuff on Twitch and all of his social media platforms. I mean, you look at other bands, for instance, you have Lauren Babic, right? Did you know that Tyson Dang, the drummer of Red Henna Denal, has a Twitch channel? And it's great. So if you love everything that Joe brought to the drumming and his style of drumming and his just how he does stuff, do like Halocene friend Lauren Babic does with all of her stuff. She has her groups, all of her career, and she 100% supports all of her friends and musical family to pursue their stuff as well. So just like all the fans of Lauren Babic follow Tyson Dang and his drumming stream, we should do the same. So if you're a member of Halocene, I will have, of course, Halocene's information will be in the description because this is a reaction to their stuff. But also, I know that Halocene would very much appreciate, and they're thankful that I'm about to tell you this. I'm going to have all of Joe's drumming channel links and social media. You need to follow and support him as well. If you believe in what Halocene has created this last 10 plus years, then you know life goes on. Things change. You grow, you develop, you evolve, you make tough decisions, but everyone needs to be loved in this situation. And if I know that Brad and Addie would be heartbroken if they didn't see the love of Halocene's fan base not go to Joe as well, because, you know, to them, for all of us, it's the same thing. So, all right. So that's enough of the sad news. Let's get into the funny stuff. All right. I don't think I could do this. I don't think I could make this reaction as Old School Nerd, because I've already reacted to this as Old School Nerd. But I have an idea. Do you trust me? You do? Well, then you're an idiot. Y'all ain't got to look at common sense. Hey, everybody. My name is Purvis Pumphandle. Now, this is I've played the box game on the Old School Idiot, that guy, his stuff on the YouTubes and on the Twitches. I've played video games, the little boxy things on the stream thing before. This is the first time I've done a reaction to a video. I've never done one. Now this band here, Halocene. Okay. So this band, Halocene, they did a song. And I don't know if it was a love song or a fighting song. We're going to find out quick. But my boy here, this idiot with the blue shirt, he talks a lot. All right. Now, he's from South Louisiana, and he got his own issues. Myself, my name is Pervis Pumphandle. How you doing? And I live in a little town called Gun Barrel City, Texas. Now, if you want to know where Gun Barrel City, Texas is, all you got to do is go to Dallas-Fort Worth and put it a few miles to the southeast, right there along the reservoir. Gun Barrel City, Texas. Look it up. You can Google that. It's there. I'm here. If you go in the Google and you zoom in, there's a house on the lake, on the reservoir side. If it's got 2 boats, that's my buddy Cletus. If it's 1 boat, that's my house. So come check me out, Gun Barrel City. I mean, don't come to my house, because, yeah, exactly. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to say some things you may not like, okay? And I was told I had to do a declaimer. Let me go ahead and read that. The following opinions of Pervis Pumphandle do not reflect the views or liabilities of Old School. You know what? I don't care what he had to say. We're just going to go on with it. Here's the thing. If you want to come to Gun Barrel City, we got gun barrels. If you want to get triggered, that's a town in California. I know, right? That was a good one. All right, here we go. Now, the reason why Old School Idiot told me to do this reaction for you is because the Halocene people, they packed up the truck, and they hauled ass out of the desert, and they went to Tennessee. Now, I don't know why you want to go to Tennessee when you could have just stopped here in Texas, and we could have taken care of all that. Because they like to put a lot of wild animals in their videos, and I'm telling you, we have all the wild. You could put a tiger. You could put a tiger in your next video, Halocene, if you had come to Texas. Because we have more tigers in private collections in Texas than all of the wild of the world. That's a true fact. I don't know why it's a fact, but it is. All right, I've talked enough. And I know you're like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I have. Okay, so this is, her name is Addie. Okay, that's a cute name. Addie from Halocene doing a reaction to Old School Idiot doing a reaction to their song called Maleficence. No, not Malfeasance. No. It's the one with the woman, the Angelina Joe person. Yeah, the lady. Yeah, the purdy one. Yeah, she did that movie where she turned into the woman with the wings. That one. Yes. Same word, different thing, but they're both on a throne with a snake, and that scares me. Don't like snakes. All right. Old school nerds reaction. Here's Addie reacting. We'll see how many mistakes this idiot makes. I'm telling you, this guy, he wears these shirts saying 100% real. It's true. He is really an idiot. He will say stuff wrong all day long. He says it's because when he makes them, he does them live and there's no script, so he doesn't know what he's talking about, and sometimes he makes mistakes. He could have a script and somebody reading it to him. That gorilla looking dude will mess it up every time. I love him, but he's done. All right, here we go. It's Sunday. Welcome back. It's YouTube Content Creator Day. And we have 2 videos. Now, you've already seen Leo Maracchioli's new one from Frog Leap Studios, and it was awesome. That guy makes good ravioli. I like him. That's the one with the can and the dude with the hat. The chef, Chef Maracchioli. Love that stuff. I love it.
I've never heard someone actually say his name.
But right now, let's focus in on one of my favorite bands from here in the United States, Halocene. I am so happy that she can't say that either. Because I thought he was just making that shit up, but he's not. She can't say it either. See, everybody gives him crap about that he can't say names right. He ain't alone. And she's educated. He's not. There's a difference. Now, they're about to go on tour with one of my favorite people on the planet, Lauren Babick. Now, she's awesome. Dates are as follows. Because they're actually shown that girl, the Lauren Bibick, she can sing a phone book. Yeah. Did you know that Lauren Bibick, if you go to every Buc-ee's, there's a picture of Lauren Bibick, and there's a picture of her, and it says, if you see her, let us know, because she'll steal our shit. Yeah, she will, if she goes into a Buc-ee's, they can't get her out. They got to call the cops and everything. She one time got lost in a HEB, and they thought she was out of her mind. They thought she was either drunk or on drugs because she kept walking around asking for a guy named Heb. True story. I think she had the COVID. I think she had the vid. Pretty sure she did. God bless her heart. Right here. Okay. Yeah. So as we look at them, okay, they've got Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Here's the whole list. Go to Halocene's social media. You'll find all the places they're going. This is the East Coast leg of their tour. Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be a Midwest South leg. Maybe. If there's going to be a West Coast leg. Maybe. I don't know. Europe, don't know. Probably. They haven't announced anything. But when I hear, you'll hear. Are they going to come anywhere near me? Not on this tour leg. Mm-hmm. But if there's anything coming up that does come anywhere near me,
it's possible.
You know I'm going. Some of my favorite people on the planet. Oh. Even Brad. Yes, Brad.
Oh my God.
Yes, definitely Brad too.
Wow.
Although I have had to tell Chelsea I'm not allowed to go into a bathroom with Brad alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Ever again.
I wouldn't do that.
That's good advice. I don't know Brad personally, but I have heard the stories. And I wouldn't trust old school idiot in a bathroom by myself. I don't care who they are. I just wouldn't do it.
I would not do that.
See, me neither. See?
His shits are
Thank you very much, everyone. All of Halocene. I don't think that's what he meant, Addie. I don't think he was talking about using the bathroom. I think he was talking like, you know, I mean, okay, what I was told, and the girl, Chelsea, the one that draws stuff and does the stuff, okay, she told me that Brad, an old school idiot, went into a bathroom and nobody went in or out of the bathroom for at least 15 minutes. And when she knocked on the door opened and there was no bathroom smell, but they looked really embarrassed. You can connect them dots any way you want, but I doubt they were talking about the tour and the van and things like that. I think it was, you know. Scenes information for social media, everything they've got will be in the description below. Please check them out. This is a new one called Maleficent. It is another original from them. You know, I love Halocene's covers. Thanks. And I know that Halocene's cover songs
have literally made them great on Twitch, on YouTube. It's literally exploded their careers. But for some reason, their originals to me are just better.
And boys and girls, that's either kissing ass, brown nosing, or somebody paid him. There's no way he came up with that on his own. That dude's, no, there's no way. He ain't that smart.
Thanks.
I love all the original stuff. Go to Halocene's channel on YouTube and check out everything that's not a cover. You'll notice because it's their
I've heard
stuff.
this a
And I'm
lot.
telling
I think that the reasoning behind that, and I don't know, this seems pretty consistent to me that the musicians who make covers, their originals tend to actually just be better. It's because you're making music for your own voice, right? Or whether it be guitar or drums or whatever, but like you're making music from your own mind, which is going to naturally be what fits you a little bit better, if that makes sense. So like rather than trying to, even though we definitely adapt a lot of stuff, like these ones that we put on our new album that we feel like we adapted completely to our own sound, there are definitely some where it's like, well, I just am trying really hard to kind of emulate whatever that cover might be. So yeah.
They can tell some freaking stories, man.
Oh,
They really can.
thanks.
To Joe, my buddy, my history nerd, super dad. To Brad, another super dad. Of course, Addie, the amazing Addie. Come on, let's be honest. The woman can sing a phone book.
She
She
can.
can also do it as a Pokemon.
Yeah.
When
Some
they ask
weird skill.
for crowd suggestions, people start screaming Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Addie always does this. Oh God, please, Brad, don't. And he starts playing Pokemon Red. Trust me, it's worth watching. Now,
I started learning how to sound like Pokemon when I was really, really young. I was just obsessed with Pokemon, so I would sound like, and then Pikachu. I saw the voice actress.
That is talent. Like, I don't know where you'd apply it in the real world, but that's a talent. Like, I got a friend of mine that could make a sound like a squirrel, and literally squirrels will come running. It's weird. Dogs will come too, but that's weird. I like Addie's skill better than my friend because that squirrel calling stuff is weird, man.
Do it, and I was like, oh, I could fucking do that. So I never really
The mouth on that girl. Damn, son.
I just loved Pokemon, but I didn't know that everybody was going to ask me to start doing it for a living.
you get a chance to see Halocene, you will not be disappointed. It is a once.
We're watching a reaction
lifetime type
to
show,
a
unless you're like
original
me and you
song
see the-
called.
No, you're reacting to a reaction that I'm reacting to. Did I get lost? I was that close. Keep going.
Every
Maleficent.
time they come around,
Old
so
school
then it's
nerd
like a multiple
who
time
reacted to
lifetime
it.
show. See, I
Old school idiot. That's what I call him. And I know him. He's weird.
digress. Let's get into this. This is
more
Maleficent.
water.
My name is Old School Nerd. This is Halocene.
Yay.
Woohoo! I hate spiders.
I've watched a few reactions of this, and whenever the spider pops up, a lot of people are just like,
Sit down, shut up, be a good little girl. Hate me, bait me, will I ever fucking learn? Wits and revenge, now it's time to watch it burn.
I like the little heart. Thanks, guys.
Mercy, but you'll get just what you've
This is our new song, Maleficent. It's on the album. Came out today.
Okay, real quick.
Nice pause.
Addie is known for almost breaking glass. She can sing so.
She can do it. Okay, let me put it like this. My friend who can call squirrels, if Addie was there and she did the high notes, the squirrels would either run or fall over dead. Which is a good skill if you're trying to hunt and not ruin the meat. But other than that, there's no reason to kill squirrel like that. So, Addie, with great power comes great something. Well, I'll work on that one. Something with Spider-Man, and I hate spiders. Keep going. You were hitting there, buddy. Keep going.
Oh, hi.
Oh, that's
Mariah Carey calls her up and says, "Girl, that's my place."
No.
And Addie's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So
that does not happen.
But that's not my favorite thing she does.
Oh,
I'm not kidding.
thanks.
Yeah, she can sing high. She can even she does those little short videos where she'll sing a normal song and she'll do it way too high on purpose. And you're like, oh my God, what a talent. My favorite way that she sings is how she did that verse. It's textural.
Thanks.
It's seductive. It's vulnerable. It's intimate. It's a very textured, beautiful, alluring tone.
Thanks. I like
And
it
she
too.
doesn't get enough credit for that. Also, people not giving enough credit, Brad can sing too. Brad is not just a 7-trick pony.
My friend, it's funny because he keeps making these anecdotes and he's talking about stuff like it's jokes. I have a friend of mine who has a quarter horse. He can do like 11, 12 tricks. So that's like possibly 2, 3 more than Brad does. So Brad may be more than a 7-trick pony. My friend got a quarter horse, at least a baker's dozen tricks. He can get on his knees, do the little trot thing, walk sideways. He can lay down, get on him. He get up. He stomp out the alphabet. Telling you, these ponies can do some stuff. Oh, and Brad can too. It's a good point. Keep going.
He does
The reason why I
50
say
of them.
7-trick pony is because, come on, the guy plays almost every instrument except for Joe's drums. And
I know she's going to correct him on this because he told me afterwards that this was wrong. See, this is what I'm trying to tell people. Old School Nerd knows nothing about what's going on until he actually watches the video. So everything he says is just based upon what he knew before. So if something's changed or there's something hidden in the video, he may not know it. So he may make a mistake because it's just, he don't do a bunch of research and watch the video a bunch of times beforehand so he knows everything that's going to come up. He'll literally just say whatever he thought, and he's wrong a lot. You want to know how wrong he is? Watch this.
And
Actually, he did do drums for
he
this.
writes, he composes.
Idiot.
He does a lot of arrangement.
He does
This
that.
guy, when he's on stage in a live show, is running the backing tracks. He's running the setups. I don't know how he does it all.
Me either. I honestly don't.
It's a lot. Okay. So
I've actually seen Halocene live. I was in the back in Portland. They didn't see me because I had my hat on. They couldn't see me. I mean, the Old School Idiot was up there, but I was kind of in the back hiding. And I was watching Brad on stage. He was on against the wall, and he had what looked like a supercomputer up against the wall with all these buttons. He's like playing the guitar and pushing buttons. Like he'd be like playing and be like constant. I don't know how he does. The kid's good. Kid got talent. I mean, I don't know what the talents are, but he has them. So.
sometimes I wonder if he doesn't have he's like extra arms growing
We're
out of
taking a
his back.
vocal break right now. My
pressing
voice is
buttons
feeling
and
a
stuff
little
all
hoarse,
around him.
so we're
I mean,
reacting to
just
a
in their live
react.
streams on Twitch. I mean,
Funny story. One of the tricks of that pony, my quarter horse my friend has, it can sing. So if your voice is hoarse, probably still sounds better than that quarter horse because he says it sings. I think he's just yelling at me.
okay, let me put it like this. If you go to a Twitch stream from Halocene, it's always fun
You're
because
at one
normally
now.
you have Brad and Addie. Addie's laughing and joking and being super funny with all the people in chat and everything else. And Joe, when he's in the live stream, they'll have him in a little.
Now this is a little different. On the old, okay, for those who haven't seen it, in the old Halocene streams before the changes, it used to be Joe would be in a little box. And he'd just be playing the whole time. And then Addie would be like running the stream, like talking to the people. And she has all the chats and all the sound effects and everything else, while Brad's queuing up the next song and setting up for the next song. So technically, they all have at least 7 tricks, because Addie's doing a bunch of stuff, Brad's doing a bunch of stuff. So streams are crazy. In fact, I know that on the new stuff with Joe's Twitch stream, he's playing and you could see his mods in the chat running stuff and queuing up music. It takes a lot to do streams. It really does. Except for Old School Nerd. That dude, he don't do nothing. He just stands there and pushes one button and he just stands there for like 3 hours and he's looking dumb. He doesn't do anything. He is worthless. But we're going to let Addie, she's going to correct Old School Idiot again. Because again, he is 100% real, but he's 100% wrong a lot of the time. I mean, that's the whole point. He needs to get a new shirt. He needs to get a shirt that says 100% real, and on the back it says 100% wrong. That's me. But I'm not a marketing genius. I mean, other than hats. I'm really good with hats.
A box because he's playing drums. He never stops playing the whole time. They'll turn off his mic so you don't hear him, but he never stops playing for like 4 or 5 hours. He's just playing. Brad, it has a computer, his guitar, and this dude is like, he looks like
Here it comes.
the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain.
She's gonna whip his ass.
He never stops.
Okay, I will
Here it
object
comes.
here. I will object.
Whip his
The
ass.
stream is mine. Okay.
Whip his ass, Addie.
No, the Brad definitely invented the stream and created everything that you see here. But no, who runs it? Fucking can you see? I have
Right.
1, 2, 3, 3 keyboards in front of me. I have 4 screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows with multiple frames inside of them. The amount of I'm pulling sound effects, I'm changing camera scenes, I'm doing adding effects and scream and shit and mixing and fucking pulling up songs and lyrics and chords for Brad.
Busted. Old School Idiot busted again. Wrong. He just thought that because Addie is laughing and joking and watching chat, that she ain't doing 7 other things. She does apparently, Brad's the lazy one. He's just been taking credit. Ain't that like a boy? That's what gets me. These guys come back from these day jobs, right? They be out in the field working. They come back in and they're pretending like they do everything. And they're like, oh, I'm a hard working man. Have you ever seen what women do? They get their jobs. They come home. Most men expect them to do all the other stuff, the mom stuff, the wife stuff, and all this other stuff. I'm telling you, it takes a team. And these guys that walk around and say, man, I do all this work, don't. Remember, your woman or your significant other, it is 2023, your significant other may very well be doing 10 times more than you are, but because they love you, they won't say it. They'll just let you think that you hard working. So Brad, you might do a lot of stuff, but remember, your best friend, the mother of your child, probably 4 or 5 times more than you doing, bud. That's just real. I'm just being real. Seriously. I'm just gonna say it. Old School Idiot corrected. But no, I hear you, Addie. I hear you. Brad, you're lazy. You need to get to work, son. Yeah. If you're going to live in Tennessee, you're going to have to get to work, bud. I mean, you're going to have to push. Get your hustle on, son. And if that means you got to walk some streets, hey, do what you got to do, babe.
So
No.
I get that one. I'll take it.
To that on concert. Also, don't forget this. Halocene is one of the most personal bands you've ever met.
Brad
Now,
owns
this is some true stuff here. This is
Where
true.
their
What?
success comes from. Yes, it does come from their talent and work ethic.
our
But
fans.
it also comes from the Halocene family, which is global. So every time they go on tour, they know that every person in that music hall, every person in that venue is family. And they treat them like family. You can't buy that. That's one of my favorite things about
It's
Halocene,
true.
Lauren Babick, Violet Orlandi, David Michael Frank, Just Joe Syracuse. Every time I've seen anything to do with Halocene, they surround themselves with amazing people,
They do.
musicians, vocalists, but they know who is the most important people in the room. And they make sure that everyone that buys a ticket gets every penny's worth of their time. and they've never forgotten that, and they never will.
Oh, that's really nice.
When
That
they
is
had to
very
cancel
true.
a few of their shows last year because of a COVID situation,
Look, old school idiot makes a lot of mistakes. He's not very smart and he's not very good at what he does. But I will tell you this: that one time, he was on the money. That's you could put that down. You could put that down. The IRS won't touch it because that's legit right there. I'm knocking over coffee drinks and bottles of water because I'm so serious. That real talk right there.
those were real tears.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were heartbroken that they
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
do those shows.
Yeah. We were really
We were
beat
heartbroken
up
too.
about it.
Fun. Okay, true story. Okay, so Halocene played a show in Dallas last year, right? Okay, and they had already dropped off Lauren in the middle of nowhere out in Odessa because she had the vid. And so when they got to Dallas, they were like, "We're not feeling well," and they're like, "Oh no!" And they had this concert in Houston, and I got word from DPS, Department of Public Safety, which is our state troopers. They said, "Oh my God, vid alert! Halocene got the vid." And they opened up the highways and said, "Halocene, go!" And they got in that van and they took off. And there was the van, and Halocene was in the van, and then they had the Joe car. You know what the Joe car was? Okay, so Brad and Addie weren't feeling well. They were like, "We're probably sick." And in the back, because they had David, Michael, Frank, Addie, and Brad were in the van, I think. And in the back, they had a rental car with just Joe Syracuse and Joe. The two Joes were in the car in the back because they weren't sick. Like, I'm not riding with them. But they literally hauled ass. And I remember a friend of mine, I called my friend Buck. Buck lives in Arkansas. And I was like, "Listen, Buck, Halocene is coming. And they're hauling ass. They got the bid and they are hauling out of Texas." And I said, "They're heading to Tennessee. They're going to David's house." And he was like, "What do I need to do?" I said, "Man, just open it up. Like, tell all the cops to just hang on, let them go." And they did, and they got to Tennessee. And people don't know this, and I don't toot my own horn, but my backwoods buddies, that sounded really bad, didn't it? My friends cleared that highway so they could haul ass, and they made it. And you're welcome. True story.
So if you get a chance to see Halocene on this East Coast tour and any tours that they announce for the rest
We
of the
missed
year,
Bristol too.
if you love their music, this is the time to show them. It's your time. They're going to appreciate it, and they'll make sure you know they appreciate it.
I try.
I've talked enough.
I try.
I always do it.
I try. I feel like it has gotten harder, definitely, as time has gone on to give each person the amount of time that I want.
What she's talking about now is Halocene has grown every year that they're there. And then last year and going into the end of the year before, coming out of COVID, they're like, "We're going to go on the road." And when we saw them in Portland, there was maybe 50 people, 100 people in this tiny venue, and we were able to see them, hang out and spend time. When they got to Europe, the venues were like 500 people, 800 people. It's hard to literally spend hours knowing you got to get on the road and travel and visit people. I know a band by the name of Bloodywood. They're from India. Saw them in Dallas last year. And there was probably about 900 people, 1,200 people in the venue. And them boys stayed till 3 o'clock in the morning so they could shake every hand and take every picture. And afterwards, they were like, "I don't think we can do that again," because it was causing safety problems. Because then they got to get on the road and then drive however long to the next city. Because when you tour in the U.S., there ain't no cities next to each other. You're talking at the very minimum 3 to 4 hours every night. And that's a long. I mean, they have to now really kind of pace it. And if there's going to be 1,000 people, can you spend 5 hours meeting and greeting everybody? It's hard. It's really hard. So do yourself a favor on the Halocene tour that's coming through, starting up any day now. If you get a chance, get the meet and greet packages if they're available. If there's a VIP package available, put the money down. Get your time. I'm heading you up because I'm telling you, these bands when they're just getting started on the tour and you have the smaller crowds, if you're like Halocene, when they get to a certain time, it's going to be too many people and there's not enough time in the day. So enjoy it now because in about 2-3 years, Halocene could be, opening up on like Knotfest or something. And then, if there's like 50,000 people between you and the band. So take advantage of it now, people. I'm telling you, I'm warning you. Bands like Halocene, if you got the chance to meet them, do it now. It's going to be harder later. Wise words from your boy.
To give them. I am only one person. And
are you sure? Pretty sure there's 5 of you.
I have a son now, and that has to be my number one priority as far as who gets my focus. So that's been really difficult to manage. But I feel like when I first wanted to become a singer and play music for a living, it was because of that connection. It was the idea that just by giving someone 5 minutes of your time, you could make their day. Like, I love making people happy. And it's so like overwhelmed. Like, if you haven't ever experienced anything like that, it's something next level. Like being able to just make someone.
I know what she's talking about. Let me tell you something, okay? I went to the honky tonk last Thursday, and somebody told the ladies I was coming, and there was a line. It could have been the line to the restroom, but there was a line. And when they saw me, oh my God, it was unbelievable. They all lined up. They saw me and I came in through the door and somebody said, "Hey, it's Pervis." And like nobody looked, but like they played music. Like I had entrance music and it was a song and like all the ladies, they lined up and they looked at me. And they all started dancing together in like a square. See, I'm telling you, man, there's something. I mean, and that happened to me last week. I went to the honky tonk. I'm serious. Like somebody must have told them I was coming because as soon as I walked in the door, they literally played music for me. And all the ladies got up, went on the dance floor, lined up, and they all were facing me. They were all facing me, and they started dancing. And I think I don't. You ever seen those videos from the channel with the gold mining and the crabbing? Yeah, the cold crabbing. Yeah, they have the birds and the birds dance to see who's gonna hook it up. Exactly. I'm telling you, they knew I was coming, and all the ladies they just lined up in that shape thing, and they were all facing me, and they were doing that shimmy. And they were doing the shimmy for me. And then they turned and they looked and then they turned back. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Never seen anything like it. But it's Purvis. Them ladies do anything for Purvis. I'm telling you.
Happy just by existing and talking to them, like, or not even that, maybe just making music for them. But just like, I think that's why we do what we do. So thanks for noticing. That's really, really sweet.
I cannot help enough to tell you how amazing of a group of people they are.
Oh, that ain't nothing,
They're
honey.
not just great musicians and great singers and performers.
That fool talk a good 3 hours if you let him. He one time did a video. It was when he first started. He was a little nervous. He once did a video that was 47 minutes for a 4-minute song. Shit you not. A 47-minute video for a 4-minute and 37-second song. I mean, really, bro? I mean, it was the Sabaton band, and they were doing a song about a boat. But other than that, there's no reason for that shit. Dude, let the video play. You just stop videos and you talk and you talk. I'm doing that right now, aren't I? My bad.
Performers. They're amazing parents. They're amazing people and great friends to everybody they meet.
He's smooth, isn't he? That dude's slick. Stop it. I know. He's an idiot, but he's a smooth idiot.
So nice. Oh
All right, now that she's about to make out with a snake, let's go.
I knew it was
I would
coming.
have-
You thought I was
too.
gonna be serious for that long and not crack a joke?
I would have
Really?
done it.
Really? Me?
I didn't know if her handler would be okay with me smooching her, but I would have done it. She did like lick me with her tongue a few times, like on the. I was like, ah, little snake kisses.
Call me filthy, but I like it in the dirt. White noise safety, but it's better when it hurts. You see,
We're reacting to someone react to our new song Maleficent. This is Old School Nerd reacting. If you want to see the video, guys on TikTok, you can come on over to Twitch. Is he gonna react to you reacting to him so you can react to that too? We'll just keep the reacting chain going.
Ha! No! But he got his boy Pervis to do it. See? You thought that that idiot would do it again to react to your reaction of his reaction, but no. He chickened out. He said, old school nerd? No. I need Pervis in here. So this is me, Pervis Pumphandle. I don't do a lot of reactions because I'll ruin people's careers. I'm telling you. I mean, if I do reactions, Tank the Tech, that Tory girl, the Metal Berber, the Orion, Nick Nocturnal, Matt and Chels, all of them, they might as well just hang it up. If Pervis starts reacting, yeah, there won't be enough room in YouTube for everybody, so I stay away from it. Just like them ladies at the honky tonk lining up. Reactors can't hang with this guy. So I'm gonna leave it to the professionals, and I'm gonna go back to the slaughterhouse and keep working. I got chickens to pluck and those little piggy tails to line up and sweep up off the floor. I know it's kind of disgusting, but it's my job. It's what I do. Oh, and I'm also a part-time plumber and an equine gynecologist. Don't know what that is? Look it up.
Yeah. I don't know if that's fear or excitement or both.
Damn, Brad. When did your balls drop?
Nice.
Jesus. Nice.
Yeah. That was my idea. You wanna bet?
Getting his balls to drop was your idea, Addie? That was funny. That was good. That was a good one. Good job.
I was like, you need to lower it.
Thank
Thank you.
There she is.
We saved it for the end on this one.
Wow. Wow. Okay, check that out. Okay, everyone check out Halocene's new music. Always, you can find it on Halocene, all their different social media. Here's the thing. It's probably one of my favorite vocal performances from both Brad and Addie because there was
Aw,
so much
thanks.
different stuff in there. Here's the thing. This song is fairly one-dimensional in its subject matter because it's obviously
Here's where the idiot does it again. Now, I have a note from him. He misspoke, by the way. He doesn't mean the message of the song is one-dimensional. What he's referring to is, compared to some of the stuff that Halocene put out before last year, the stuff they put out before last year was more personal. Personally, like, dynamic, where they were talking about the past and some harsher subjects. Whereas this song is more like Addie just stepping into who she is. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. She's going to be who she is, and you either love her or you don't. She doesn't care because she's not stopping for you. See, I caught that. But Old School Nerd, he's an idiot. So Addie's going to just pretty much, she's going to talk about the meaning of maleficent there, and then she shuts him off because he's wrong. Old School Nerd says that it's more one-dimensional compared to some of the other originals from Halocene. He misspoke. What he meant is that it didn't have as much dark personal meanings from the past with all these different tropes, religious and different. Yeah, some of Halocene stuff from last year, literally dark, brooding, heart, like it hurt you. Whereas this one's more of an acclamation of power, fact, and just moving forward. So that's the difference. And he corrected it, sent me that note. It was also the note with the damn disclaimer I ain't gonna read. All right, everybody. My name is Purvis Pumphandle, and I appreciate every single one of you. I really, really do. So if you enjoyed this video and you stayed around all 47 minutes of it, you need to find better thing. You need to find a hobby, because this is rough. All right. And with that, I'll see you guys later. Tater. Well, of course, that's what rhymes with later is tater. Mater. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.